Okay, fucking introduction, straight to the point. It is currently 2:32 a.m., March 18th, 2026. I have been trying to post videos that's more in line with normal orthodox human operation, awake hours, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but my sleep schedule has been identical to the direction this country is moving under the Trump administration. Ass backwards. Latest news: Joe Kent resigns from the Trump administration over the Iran war, stating that there was no reason for this war to have ever been started. Shit, we already have known, stuff like that. What I want to put in the spotlight is that this is going to become a normal occurrence as the Trump administration rages on. It happened last year, it happened during his first term. People realize that they will be held accountable for the bullshit Trump is doing and the bullshit that the Trump administration doing. So when we hear about these fallouts, whether it's Marjorie Taylor Greene saying that she's America first now, or you see this weird argument between Elon and Trump last year after Doge went through all of our personal information, got tons of Americans fired for no fucking reason, you're gonna see these things happen over and over and over again. Kristi Noem has been blacklisted. We cannot just take this as the next headline and the next whatever the fuck. This Joe Kent guy does not get some praise or round of applause because he decided to leave MAGA in March of 2026. You mean to tell me he saw no reason to not support them last year alone? Please don't sit here and applaud these people for jumping ship after so loudly and proudly supporting the man who incited a fucking insurrection. I think that we are forgetting or downplaying that too often. Every single headline we receive from January of 2025 to whenever the fuck, MAGA is nothing more than an annoying memory. Every single headline is going to circle back to the fact that we allowed somebody who incited an insurrection to waltz back into the Oval Office. This is the most upset I've ever seen MAGA, the citizens, because gas prices are increasing. They didn't give a fuck about ICE terrorizing innocent people, innocent human beings, the immigrants we know and love all last year and this year. That wasn't reason enough for them to be upset or leave MAGA or shit like that. When Marjorie Taylor Greene left MAGA and said that she's America first now, whatever the fuck that is, and then Donald Trump had all those evil words to say about her, then you saw MAGA say, oh, well, if he can say all these nasty things about Marjorie Taylor Greene, I just can't support him anymore. If gas prices are going up, I just can't support him anymore. We don't readily give a fuck. Why did you support him to begin with? He incited an insurrection and he was an awful president his first term. Are we forgetting this? Are we happy to see MAGA crumbling in the same fashion they crumbled during his first term? Yeah, but we cannot afford to forget that these motherfuckers supported him to begin with. Hold them accountable for the rest of their lives. I just saw some USA pageant model, whoever the fuck, came out and said that she can't be with MAGA anymore. We don't give a fuck about the anymores. We give a fuck that you guys ever supported somebody who never deserved your support. We screamed at y'all all of 2024. I didn't give a fuck if it was Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, a rotten toenail. I didn't give a fuck. As long as y'all didn't support this man and you did it loudly and proudly, you said he's gonna end the Biden inflation and he's gonna stop the Biden crime family, all this bullshit. And now they're slowly but surely trying to walk it back and quietly leave MAGA and all that. Do we give a fuck? There's all this hubbub about this Joe Kent guy resigning over the Iran war when we knew what the fuck it was. They said in June of last year, they said we have completely wiped out all of Iran's nuclear capabilities. But then we see missiles fired and bombs dropped in March of 2026. I thought y'all stopped them from being a threat last June. Yet this Joe Kent guy said that they were never a threat, and there was no point to starting the Iran war and shit like that. But then when gas prices and the price of oil skyrockets, now they want to walk shit back. It's this short-term memory that plagues America, and that's the reason we're right back in this same dumbass position that should have ended for good in November of 2020. I'm sick of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. I've been dealing with the annoyance of MAGA since I turned 21, since 2016. It's like a fly that won't fucking leave you alone. I don't readily give a fuck who leaves MAGA. I give a fuck about why in the hell did you support this shit to begin with? And why do you have this reason to leave now, as if all of the other issues we've had wasn't a reason to? Look at how they tried to say that the killings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified. Y'all didn't leave MAGA then. We've had the most evil people sign up for ICE and wear masks all of last year. Y'all didn't leave MAGA then. Trump still hasn't delivered this bullshit healthcare plan he continuously tells you is on the way. Y'all didn't leave MAGA then. They said the word affordability was a buzzword used by the Democrats, while if you miss 2 paychecks, you don't survive. Y'all didn't leave MAGA then. But then when the price of gas is supposed to triple, quadruple, whatever the fuck, now it's, oh, I can't support him anymore. You think we're gonna forget this shit? You think this is something as simple as you leaving some fan club or some shit? You are in a cult, or you were in a cult. Too many people are saying, oh, I'm not MAGA, I'm America first. This is not the first time the Republican Party has tried to rebrand to something more marketable. I can't speak for every American citizen, but I can speak for myself. We will never forget that you all supported these motherfuckers in the first place. They freed every single January 6er. I guarantee you, if these leftist lunatics had broken to the Capitol because the elections didn't go in their way, all of these die-hard MAGA Republicans would never shut the fuck up about it. But we've just moved on past that. And now some of us we're so happy you left MAGA in March of 2026. You might see me miss a couple headlines here and there because they all circle back to the same shit. MAGA 2.0 should have never fucking happened. It's that simple. It's that simple. Every single headline circles back to that. I have said it multiple times. One of my biggest fears is that we will defeat MAGA again this time around, and then a decade later they will have rebranded, and the same hateful, idiotic motherfuckers will have control of the federal government again. Do you know how stupid you have to be to support somebody that hasn't delivered on any of their campaign processes, any of their campaign promises, while they are in full control of the federal government? One of the dumbest things about Donald Trump right now is that he put those illegal tariffs on all those countries last year, just being a straight up bully. You didn't do what I say, here are these weird ass tariffs that the Supreme Court has now decided are fucking illegal, after they didn't want to say shit last year about it. And then he turns around and asks them for help in keeping the Strait of Hormuz open. You bully these other countries that you have no power over all of last year, and then you think you can just 180 and ask them for help? MAGA's brain is not present. It doesn't work like that. It's never worked like that.